Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me here in bed for another bedside chat. Today, or tonight, rather, it is nighttime as I'm uh, recording this video. Otherwise, why would I be in bed, right? If I were in bed during the day, that would not be good. That would not be a good sign. But it's nighttime, so it makes perfect sense for me to be here in bed. I wanted to talk about a new movie that's out right now. It's a Pixar movie and it's called Elemental. Now, I have not seen the movie. I don't intend to see the movie. I've seen the previews. I can tell already what's going on, what it's about, what the message is. It's extremely transparent. Let me describe it for you, though, just in case you haven't seen the previews yourself. So it's a animated film. It's by the company Pixar that used to have some prestige. Used to regularly churn out blockbusters. Like I think they did all the Toy Story movies and The Incredibles. Is that what it was called? The Incredibles? I think so. Um, the one with the family of superheroes. And I don't know, some others, Monsters Inc., and a few other well regarded children's movies, cartoon movies. The premise of this movie is it's set in a world where there are creatures made of all four elements, and the elements are air, fire, earth, and water. So, these air creatures, fire creatures, water creatures, and earth creatures all live in their separate communities apart from the others. And the one central rule is that elements don't mix. It's not it's not proper for someone of a particular elemental group to be with someone of another elemental group. But the central storyline, is concerns a romance. At least, I'll say this for it. At least the romance is between a parent female character and a parent male character, so it's not completely and totally degen. But the I think she's fire and he's water. I think that's what it is, if I'm remembering right. And so they start hanging out together, and then some people, the traditionalists don't like it, but then love conquers all. Uh, love what is it? Love wins. Love wins. Right. And just to make just so they can make it just completely unsubtle, they release it in the month of June and have rainbow colors for the title. Elemental, in rainbow colors. Um, so there you go. I mean, do you really need to see that to know what's going on? I think not. I think not. Now, the good news is this movie is tanking hard. It is flopping hard. Um, and I think that's good because I can't think of, just a propaganda piece that's more tiresome and more just repeating. I mean, when was the last time over the past 70 years? When was the last time you remember seeing some mass-produced piece of popular culture, a piece of media, which had the message that the really important thing is that you stick with your group. It's God created us all to be different, and we should be with our own. We should be with our own people. and we shouldn't mix with others because that's not the way that we were created to be. If we mix with others, then bad things start happening, and it's best to stay with our own. When was the last time you heard that from anyone? Is anyone? I mean, I know people are saying that. I know, I know that I know that the message hasn't disappeared, but it's not something you see anywhere from any approved and influential and moneyed media source. But you have had about maybe approximately 5,247 movies made about how it's evil to think that way. Uh, yes, that's my approximation. Give or take. How it's evil to think that way, and how it's bad to think that way, and that's really the most authentic kind of love, the most authentic kind of contact one can have with another person is if it's with another person who is of a different tribe than you, a different let us say type of person than you. So I don't want to use a particular word here and just make it completely obvious what I'm saying. Although I think everybody knows what I'm saying, don't you? Um, yeah. So we've heard that over and over and over and over and over again. And now, in 2023, they just thought it would be really refreshing if we were taught that again. If we were, if once again they reinforced uh, that understanding of things, and and told us once again that they tell us we shouldn't mix, but really we actually should mix. It's virtuous to mix. Not only is it permissible. Not only should it be permissible. Not only is it like, well, if that's what you want to do, it's your life, and nobody's really should have the authority to stop you. But no, it's a positive good. It's not a neutral. It's not even neutral. It's a positive good to mix with others, and it's bad. And so correspondingly, it's bad. It's bad to stay with your own kind, and to only reproduce. Let us say reproduce other little air, fire, earth, and water creatures with your own kind. That's a bad thing to do. If you're doing that, then silence is violence. Need I remind you that silence is violence? Did you not learn that back in the summer of 2020? When we don't learn something, we're doomed to. When we how's it go? When we don't learn something from history, we're doomed to repeat it. Doomed to repeat it. So the good news is that Elemental is not doing well. It's tanking, just like most Disney products these days. You may not know this, if you only read approved media sources. You definitely wouldn't know this. But Disney is in trouble. People have turned against Disney lately because Disney's become less interested in entertaining and more interested in lecturing and propagandizing. But that's part of, I think it's not just them. It's part of a larger phenomenon that's been much remarked of late. Anyhow, if you think I'm wrong about Elemental, go watch the preview yourself. And if anybody has seen it and they think that I'm wrong, and they're like, how can you have an opinion about a movie you haven't even seen? Well, this is how. I just did. I did it. I did it. I have an opinion about a movie I haven't seen because I don't need to see it because I can tell. I can tell exactly what it's like. But if you have seen it and you want to try to correct me, or you want to just weigh in and say, "Yeah, I went to see it, and you're totally right, Andy." If you want to be honest and just say that, then feel free to do that too. All right. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon.